What's going on, everybody? I'm going to send this link out, then I'm going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second. All right, back. What's going on, y'all? New 5 minutes just started. We got about 5 minutes till London starts. Yeah, so we got a few pairs we're going to be looking at. I'm going to see how price tracks to this level right here. What's going on, y'all? Yeah, so there's a couple pairs we're going to be watching today. Well, watching the stream, I should say. All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking for sells on this as well. So there's going to be a few setups we're going to be looking at. Got a couple minutes till London starts. So we're going to see what this opening candle looks like. Let me mark this off. Yes, I'm looking for gold buys. I'm looking for index buys. CJ and US30 I'm looking for buys on those two pairs as well. Yeah, we're going to be looking for buys on this as well. There we go. We're going to do a tight stop loss. That should be good enough. Yeah, so we're going to be looking for CJ buys, UJ buys, index buys, gold buys. There we go. Yeah, so we got about 30 seconds to this next 15. So we're about to see how this candlestick closes and what the next candlestick looks like. We just missed the gold entry. like 30 minutes before I got on. 30 minutes before London started. But we're going to see if we're going to retrace for us. If not, like always, we're going to meet at the next entry point and then go from there. Yeah, but we're going to be looking for buys on all of these right here. All right, new 15 just started. Oh, yeah, and then possible GN shorts as well. It's kind of been chilling here all night. We went live last night with the members and students. We went over all these pairs. And yeah, GN's kind of literally just been here since last night. All right, so we got the JPY pair still pushing up. Yeah, what's going on, Sparky? Yeah, this move started a little bit early too, but we got the JPY pairs pushing up. So we're gonna wait at least 5 minutes before we jump in on any of these. GN's still chilling there. GJ's pushed back up. Gold's dropping down. All right, cool. Yeah, so I want to see gold retest if possible. Yeah, we got CJ breaking this level. We missed a good entry on USD/JPY. Let's see what these other pairs are looking like. Yeah, so we might see the bullish momentum continue this week. Decent stop loss right there. Yeah, so we're going to pay attention to CJ, EJ. Yeah, GM we're going to leave alone for now. Let's pull up AN, see what that's up to. Yeah, so we're going to keep an eye on these two New Zealand pairs as well. But they're kind of still trying to make their mind up. So we're going to be watching these JPY pairs for now. I think that's a decent stop loss. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and write these up. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas and trades I like. All right, cool. 45, 25. All right, so it broke it up nicely. We got a new 5 minute, but I started about a minute and a half. I want to see if EJ can do the same thing and follow suit. All right, cool. Yeah, gold looks like it's about to respect this level and continue to push up. So we might have missed the ideal entry on gold. It's all good though, because we got these other entries that we can possibly jump in on. Looking at these indexes, not this one. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, so we're going to be paying attention to SPX, NAS, and US30. I like how these are looking as well. US30 is not really at a good entry yet. I'd personally wait until it breaks above this level here. But I like these for buys for sure. GG is breaking back above. We got GU pushing. So we got G and EN still respecting these levels as resistance. Got a new 5-minute that just started. All right, it's doing a nice retest. All right, so that's looking good. Yeah, so we're still looking for buys. Even if it breaks down, we're going to look for a buy here. We can look for a buy here, possibly. Still going to be looking for buys for a little while on the indexes as well as gold. So if it retraces or drops a level, I'm not tripping too much about that, to be honest. What's going on, y'all? Yeah, so I think those are the main pairs I'm going to be watching this stream. We're watching CJ. Going to pay attention to gold still. Then we're going to be watching EN and GN. Because these EN and GN are still treating this as resistance. They're kind of just stuck in this level of traffic. If it can break below this level, we can drop pretty nicely, I think. But they're kind of stuck where they're at right now. And then plus it is Monday, so the volume is really not going to be pumping in the markets until New York session. We don't have really any major news today. Well, we have an orange folder PMI for Canada at 10. And then later on in Tokyo session, we got some Australian news. But that's pretty much it for today. So we're just going to be patiently just waiting for setups and volume to pick up. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so we're just going to be patiently waiting. Got a new 5-minute about to start in about a minute. Yeah, I like this for a buy, though. It retested this level last night. Literally when we were on stream, it retested this level. And it must have shot up as soon as I got off stream. Broke through a few levels. It's about to break through these highs. We can respect these highs as a support where we see constant rejection here. Then we can see the uptrend continue. So I want to see if it's going to respect this level or reject it. If it can stay on top of that level, we're going to look for a buy. But if it rejects it, we can possibly see price drop. So that's what we're waiting on this 15 to see. Well, at least the next couple 15s. Yeah, we see things retracing right now. These things are still trying to break up. Yeah, so we're just going to be patiently waiting right now. Went over this play with the members too. I personally don't really trade on Sundays, but I still went over some setups for London and, of course, Tokyo session last night. This was one of those plays. Also, like I called it like a temporary GJ short that dropped a decent amount of pips as well. And then, of course, I went over the indexes and all the other pairs we trade. But this one's pumping nicely as well. But yeah, we're just patiently waiting right here. Man, just barely missed this entry. And it's struggling to drop back down from this level of traffic right here. So we might just have to wait for the to see how price reacts to this resistance level here to see if we're going to turn to support. I really would not like to see that happen. I would want to ride the wave up to here, but we barely missed the entry. So I might start waking up a little bit earlier because I noticed that happened last week as well. What pair am I trying to pull up? You can see a potential buy on GC. And potential buy coming up on GU as well. So we have a few setups. And then we're still waiting to see what side of the coin CJ wants to be on. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting right now. Looks like the GP pairs are pushing up. And then also we're watching GA. GA is bullish. I want to see if this was just a lower high right here being made. Well, I kind of went up to here technically. This one's kind of a weird candlestick, but we can just count it like this. So I want to see this is just a lower high. We see prices respecting this level of support. It's pushing up. So if it breaks through this level, trees of support, we want to enter a buy for the continuation of the high to be made. So if this can get treated as a support level, we can obviously possibly take out this high right here and this wick, and then possibly later on this week continue to push up. So that's what I'm looking for GA. But if it rejects this level and then breaks back underneath here, then we could possibly see the downtrend beginning. And this could just be a high or low. I mean, low or high. So it rejects this level, breaks back underneath this level, then we could possibly see the downtrend begin for GA. But as of now, it's bullish. So we're just waiting to see if price can break through this level. But as of now, it looks like all the GBP pairs are kind of pushing up. So we might be seeing that happen in the next couple candlesticks. So we got a decent GC setup coming up, and then we also got a decent GU setup coming up. And then Euro AUD itself is just pumping. GN broke these levels. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at possible GU, GC, and then possibly GA buys. CJ's pushing back up as well, so we can see some possible CJ buys. JPY just broke above, so we can possibly see possible EJ buys as well. Yeah, so we got a few setups. We're going to pay attention to the JPY pairs and maybe the Canadian pairs as well, or maybe GC, I should say. But I like EJ and CJ right now. Still watching gold, but like I said, we missed that entry. Could have entered right there, I guess. It's all good. I'm not tripping too much about that. Yeah, that's a strong candlestick, but we got a new 15 about to start in like 10 seconds. So if GJ can break back above this level, we could possibly look for buys as well. Because it failed to break through that level of traffic and it's pushing back up. So we can see possible buys on that as well. So we got a new 15. We're going to see what this 15 is looking like. It's already showing hints of green on CJ. Your AD is still pumping up. What was the other pair? We're looking at GU pushing up as well. Yeah, so these are looking like buys are right here. Let me zoom in on this. Yeah, strong level price right underneath there. I would like to wait for the retest, but it did break above this level. So it can't possibly keep pushing up. Yeah, so I like this for buys right here. What's my take on NAS? I'm looking for strictly buys on all the indexes. I'm already in gold. Once you see an opportunity, there is no waiting. Yeah, I feel you on that. And granted, don't get me wrong, my pickiness on entries does bite me in the butt sometimes, but you know, there's opportunities everywhere, so I don't trip too much. He's trying to drop back down, which is interesting. GN looks like it is as well. These things are dropping back down, which is interesting. CJ's still respecting that level so far. EJ looking strong though, so all the other pairs aren't looking like that. Yeah, gold kind of chilling right here. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You can probably break through that level, but yeah, I'm looking for strictly buys of 310. I'm going to be looking for buys down at the support level here around like 12,160-ish, 12,180-ish. I'm not going to really look for sales until price breaks back below like 12,070-ish and starts treating as resistance. That's the only place I'm really going to be looking for sales. If you want to be super aggressive, you can possibly look for a sell if they start treating price at around like 12,155 as resistance. But as of now, anything above that, looking for strictly buys. And that's for NAS. Obviously, the numbers are different, but that's the same thing for NAS, SPX, US30. Looking for strictly buys for now until it breaks like a couple key price levels. I'm not going to be looking for sales anytime soon. All right, so GBP pairs have come to a halt, which is interesting. CJ's still following his bullish momentum. I want to see it at least close above there. So we haven't had a candlestick close above it, but we had that one, but this was the retest candle. So I want to see at least on the 5-minute one of these candlesticks close above the level I have marked off before I feel comfortable going for a buy on CJ. New 5 minutes about to start. I want to see a retest on EJ. I don't know if we'll see that yet. We might just see a retest the next candlestick or two. Because EJ, do you see gold buying or selling? Looking for buys on gold as well. I'm not looking for sells anytime soon. Until price breaks back below. You can maybe, it depends how price reacts around 1843, but I wouldn't really be considering sells until price breaks back below 1844, to be honest. Anything above that, I'm looking for buys. Yeah, so right now we're just watching to see what side of the coin, what side of the zone price wants to stay on, what it wants to respect these levels as. Just want to keep it at support or resistance levels. And of course, waiting for our confirmations. So that's all we're doing right now is just patiently waiting. I got a few trade ideas in mind. Got a few trades I want to look for. Just patiently waiting for the confirmations and for me to like how price is looking. So that's all we're doing right here. EA is flying though. So I kind of want GA to follow suit and break through this level. But as you can see, which is another example why you don't want to just blindly enter the correlating pairs. You still want to do your proper analysis. You can see some similarities right here. You can see the similarities, but yeah, I'm waiting for this thing to break through this level before I want to go for a buy on that. But EA is going crazy right now. I feel like I was looking at another pair. What was it looking at? This just did a nice retest. Yes, I'm still looking at buys for GU and GC. Yeah, EN and GN are a little iffy, but AN is still extremely bearish. So I kind of still want to look for a sell on this. Because if we go on a daily time frame, we can clearly see prices bearish. If we zoom out, new low, new low. So it's the perfect spot for another low to be made. Here, really, price per 50900. What are you looking for, bonus? Yeah, but we're just patiently waiting right now. It's getting there. If it does what I want, it'll break through this in the next 15. We can possibly look for some confirmations. EJ is still looking strong compared to the other JPY pairs. I mean, GJ is slowly pushing back up. Is right on the 4-hour level right now. Then CJ's trying to push up. So yeah, we might be seeing reversals for the new session starting. And we might be seeing some buys on the JPY pairs. EJ's actually had a pretty decent position. But we do got another 5 minute about to start in about a minute and a half. Yeah, that's a decent stop loss. Yeah, so it's doing that retest I was talking about right now. Gold's retracing down to gold and indices move together. No, they do not move together. Sometimes they might move the same direction, but they do not move together. Gold and indices do not. They're not correlating pairs. They might sometimes pump up the same weeks or the same days, but they do not move together. When I say that, they're just doing that right now. But I wouldn't base your analysis on the theory that gold and the indices are going to move the same. So that's what I would personally not do. Right now they are, but yeah. All right, so GA and EA are kind of at the same thing right now. They're both at key price levels, trying to see if they can pierce through them. GU's looking nice as well. GC is looking decent also. So right now, I'm waiting to see what the JPY pairs are trying to do. I see possible AN sales. Nothing right now. Don't like how it looks right now. Waiting to see if it can break through these equal lows right here. Let me zoom in so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Waiting for price to break through these equal lows right here. If price can do so, then I'll possibly look for a sell. But as we can see, price is struggling to break through those levels. So we're just going to watch and see what it does. It's either going to break through that level or it's going to reject back to the upside like we saw GN do. Yeah, but I like these right here. Yeah, I like these right here. A new 5 minute just started. Yeah, I like these pairs right here. So I'm going to write some of this stuff up right now and go ahead and post this disclaimer. If this is your first time on the stream, welcome. Appreciate you giving this channel a chance. Make sure you click that first link and join the free Telegram, free signal room. Also hit that sub button because we don't just live trade every day, but also weekly posting videos. Just posted a trade breakdown last weekend on the 164 pip move we caught on GN on, I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday's live last week. I'm trying to find this disclaimer. Where's it at? Here it is. Gold tend to have his own kind of tend to have a kind of his mind of his own sometimes. It just comes down to market structure, to be honest. Like, all these charts have their own characteristics, their own key price levels, and all that good stuff. You just it just comes down to market structure, to be honest. So, like, you just gotta know. You just have to be able to determine where price is going. Like, is it going up or down? And then go from there. Now, granted, there are some pairs that move the same or move together, but for the most part, it's always best to treat every pair as its own, and to look at it as its own, base your analysis strictly on that pair, not, comparing it to other pairs. Now, granted, on stream, you might see me flip between similar pairs, but these levels, my analysis and levels are strictly for that pair, you know what I mean? And we might be getting that good entry I wanted on gold. Yeah, but we got 2 minutes to the next 15. Still leaning towards buys as of now on CJ and EJ. GJ not 100% sure yet though. Still got a small wall it's going to have to break. But I'm looking for GA buys. GA just broke this level. So I'm going to be looking for GA buys. Do this right here. Yes, I'm going to be looking for GA buys. GUs are valid too. Not right now though. Still waiting for that confirmation. I'm looking for gold buys. Going to be seeing what this next 15 looks like. I'm going to be leaving indexes alone for now. I'm going to be flipping back and forth to monitor them. I might put it on my other screen. Can you please tell us when you're going to place a trade? Yeah, I mean, I always do that on stream. So yeah, I don't know if it's your first time on live, but I go over my trade ideas on live, and then when I enter trades on live, I let y'all know. And then of course, that's what the free Telegram is for as well. That way you get a text notification when I enter a trade. But I always let y'all know, unless you're talking about all the trades. That's the advanced play signal room. But trades I enter on live, I always let y'all know when I enter trades. All right, so this thing retraced right back to my ideal entry. We're going to see if this level is going to hold or if it's going to retrace back down to around 1845. So that's what we're about to see on this 15. You want to also see if CJ is ready to continue to push up. Because again, if we go on the daily time frame, this has been getting treated as a resistance. So if price can break above this level and treat this as support, then we could possibly look for buys going up to around 146.25, 146.20. And that's also why CJ has kind of been chilling here for the past 30 minutes, but it looks like it's trying to push up right now. That's the name of these levels. I don't like these levels. I think I have the levels too small on EJ. I feel like I said that when I was live with the members last night. Yeah, but GM pierced that level, so we're going to leave that alone. GJ is chilling there. We might be going for buys on GJ, depending on what this candlestick looks like. All right, I like GA. I'm going to wait at least 5 minutes on this. Broke above this level, but I do like GA right here. So I'm going to write this up. Gold hit this 4-hour level. We see how it's reacting to it. So gold can close back above this level here. We might go for a buy. Granted, it is a little early, especially since it is a Monday and market hasn't opened for gold yet this week. But price is bullish overall. As we can see here, broke the previous lows, made a new high. So either want to look for buys here, or price can still retrace here, and we can look for buys here as well. I mean, realistically, even if price comes down here, we could still technically look for buys. But if price breaks below here, I'd probably be looking for sell. We'll see. It just depends on how price reacts when it hits those levels. That's all what it comes down to. Let me go back before I miss some more entries. Because I just missed the entry on EJ. Yeah, so this is dropping down. So it doesn't close back up here. We're going to look and see how price reacts here. Same thing with the indexes. Yeah, we're missing good entries. But we got all day trades. We don't need to be in a bunch of trades anyways. It just takes realistically one good trade. But I personally like to get into at least 2 to 3 a day. So we're going to pay attention to these right here. It's a decent stop loss. That's a decent stop loss. I could put it right here. Then we'll leave it right here. Watch and see how price reacts if it does come down here. There we go. Yeah, but I like this right here. So we got about 45 seconds to the next 5 minutes. Yeah, the New Zealand pairs are rejecting and pushing up. So we might be seeing a trend reversal soon on AN. So let's relook at. Before I do that, let me pull this up on my other screen Come on, Wade. Learn from your mistakes. You not miss this entry here. It's actually like the setup. All right, bam. Yeah, so I think it looks like it's continuous bullish momentum because we were catching buys, but then we started catching sells a couple days last week. I think it was Wednesday and Thursday last week, but failed to make new lows, rejected that level, pushed back up, broke through this high. So now we had this high here. So I'm interested to see how price reacts to that level. But yeah, it looks like the bullish momentum continued back. AN looks completely different from GN and EN. AN is looking bearish compared to GN and EN, but looking at GN and EN, looks like the bullish momentum came back into play. That's a strong daily candlestick, so I wonder if it's going to continue to pump up or if it's going to retrace a little after it hits this level here and then maybe pump back up going into New York. I wouldn't be too shocked if that's what price decides to do. All right, so we got the indexes trying to push back up. Well, this would have been a good entry on US30. Yeah, these aren't good entries though. Yeah, I like CJ. I think it's about to break through that because it keeps trying to push up. It's showing there's still some bullish momentum, and obviously did a huge pump in the Tokyo session. So I do like this right here. GJ's still trying to push back up. Yeah, so I'm going to keep this on this screen. So I got GA on my other screen. I'm going to keep CJ on that screen. Then I'm going to flip back and forth between other pairs. What's about to do? There we go. Yeah, I like CJ though. Yeah, I think price can break through that level. It's just going to struggle a little bit, but I can see price breaking through that level. This is a big level of traffic formed on a bigger time frame as well. Not only is this a strong resistance, but this is a level of traffic that got formed as well. But I can see price breaking through that. I'm just trying to see before I enter a buy if it's going to retrace. But if it wants to retrace back down here, I'll gladly enter a buy there. But it's going to keep pushing up from here. Just going to put a stop loss right between us and the level of traffic there, and then go for the buy. It looks like price is about to try to break through that level right now. Yeah, GJ is showing a nice rejection wick as well. So we're going to close that out. GJ showed a nice rejection wick as well. So yeah, things might be switching up soon. Yeah, I like this right here. I'm looking at GA as well. GA is doing a retest, so we're going to wait for the next 15. But we do got another 5 by the pop up in about 40 seconds. Looking at gold. Gold's looking similar to the indexes. We might see it push back up this next 5 minute. Yeah, so we got a few moves that might be happening soon. We missed a move. Well, technically we missed 2 moves, but we only missed 1 since we've been on the charts. The other ones happened like 30 minutes before we hopped on. All right, so we got a new 5-minute about to pop up. Let me go ahead and write this play up. So I do like how this looks here. GBPJPY. Swaggy. US30 800. All right, bet. Yeah, so new 5-minute just started. We're gonna wait for this next 15 though. But yeah, I still like how this is looking here. And it just broke between these this wall of price right here. So this gives me this showed me that we have a higher chance of price potentially breaking farther to the upside. We're gonna see if that's true or not though this next 15. Let's take a look back at these indexes. That's probably why GA's rejecting like that. New Zealand's pushing up. Ian's looking like it's trying to make reversal. I'm waiting for it to break the current trend. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're doing right now. Because especially since, like I said, it's Monday, markets are slowly opening up, and of course, most of the volume is not gonna really start to pump in until New York session. So right now, doing exactly what you said, Sparky, just patiently waiting for his confirmations. I know what I'm looking for, and now I'm just waiting for the confirmations. And then also with the pairs that are like at those sweet spots where it either can continue the trend or if it goes the other way, we can see reversals. I'm patiently just watching and observing. That's all we're doing right now. And no rush to enter any trades. And no rush to enter any trades at all. Looking for GA buys still. Looking for CJ buys. Possible GJ buys. And then of course index and gold buys. Yeah, but we got about a couple minutes to the next 15. While that's going on, this is how we did last week. Whoops, let me delete that. So I don't need nobody jumping in on that. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, so we had a pretty slow end to February. I kind of want to see things pick up this month. It should pick up this month, especially looking at this week. We have a bunch of high impact news because it is that time where, you know, a month ended and a new month began. So, of course, we're going to have a bunch of reports coming out. Like, we're going to have a bunch of Fed speaking for all countries. But, you know, of course, the USD pairs. And, of course, we're going to have the non-farm employment change this week. And then we're also going to have a non-farm employment change, unemployment rate. And then I feel like there's something else I'm missing. Of course, we have the GDPs. And yeah, so this week's going to be a lot of volume, a lot of pumps in the market, especially during these times where you see the red folder next to those times. So we're going to see a lot of these pairs that are kind of like iffy on which way it's going to continue or go. I will not be surprised if we see this news kind of help encourage the direction price is going to be going for the week and for the month. Would not be too shocked if we see that. Yeah, but these things are still ranging, so we're just patiently waiting, and no rush at all. and no rush at all. GJ is rejecting that level. Yeah, so we're gonna see this next 15. Because like I said, I went over GJ. GJ is bullish, right? But if we strictly just look at last week, we see levels are being made. So if GJ fails to respect this level of support, we can see price come down to around 162.80. Now, depending on how price reacts to 162.80, whether it treats that as a support level, then we can see price continue to the upside. But if it breaks underneath here, then we could possibly see the downtrend begin. Again, which is why I'm just patiently waiting to see what price is trying to do. Because even right here, we can see the past 4 days. I went over this with the members in our Zoom live last night. But you can just see price is failing to really close below this level. It's still showing distance continue to the downside. So patiently just waiting to see what price is trying to do. Because again, we're not really trying to gamble here. We're trying to take high probability setups. All right. I still like GA though. Yeah, these pairs look like they're dropping. I still like GA though. So I might just leave the JPY pairs alone for now. But like I said, members and students and even the course members, I dropped that link for y'all as well. So some of these moves happened during Tokyo session. Other moves haven't really happened yet. Like I said, I went over the 0 AED buy during that live. This played out perfectly. Obviously, we went over the indexes in gold. That hasn't really done much yet. Then I went over temporary GJ shorts. That I think dropped down like 20, 30 pips. But everything else we went over hasn't really done much. But again, not too much of a shock because it is Monday. These things are rejecting. So we're going to just let that do its thing. We'll put that on my other screen. And we're going to pay attention to GA. Yeah, we're just patiently waiting right now. I want to see if we can answer something before stream. I get off stream, but if it doesn't happen, don't happen. I stick to your rules always. But it's pushing up. So yeah, I do like this. So I might be entering a buy on this. Still patiently waiting though. Got a new 5 minute, but a start in about a minute and a half. After this live though, make sure to check out my video I dropped. I think I dropped it on Saturday, but I dropped the link right now. Yeah, but we're just waiting. Let's flip through these other pairs really quick. Yeah, so we got gold pushing back up. So I want to see gold break back above this level. And if it can break back above this level, depending on what I see, we might go for gold buys right here. It'll be a little bit of a higher risk play, mainly just because it's Monday and market hasn't opened yet and it's not New York. But yeah, then SPX and NAS are looking nice as well for some buy setups, depending on what the next 15 looks like and how this 15 closes. Yeah, JPY pairs are still struggling. It can really go either way right now. You can either continue to down because the stop loss I have, it really, this level right here is really going to determine if prices are going to drop down and continue to range, or the downtrend is going to possibly start. Because right now it's just kind of chilling right here. It's kind of ranging. It's got level traffic underneath it, got level traffic above it. But on the bigger time frames overall, it still is technically bullish. But like I said, the numbers I went over, about 10 minutes ago, if you just rewind 5 to 10 minutes, I went over the levels and stuff. And then members, it's in the video in the Telegram channels y'all are in. But yeah, it can go either way this week. So it's going to be interesting what they have cooked up with the reports and stuff this week for sure. But looking today, there's nothing really crazy going on today. So we're strictly just going to be looking for setups, waiting for our confirmations and rules to be met. And then, of course, just letting price and volume do the rest. Gold did break above this level, though. So we might be going for buys soon. Yeah, but these currency pairs are ranging right now. Those just joining the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. Still waiting for confirmations. Might change, though, this next 15. We got a new 5-minute that did just start. Gold did retest and break back above this level. Let me write this up just in case we do enter this. $18.48. Wanted to be $18.48. All right, that. And let me write these up too, just in case we enter these. And realistically, my stop loss doesn't even need to be that crazy, to be honest. Might do that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do right there. Yeah, I've been working on trying to make my risk rewards a little better. All right, cool. These things are retracing. Euro New Zealand still pushing up. Yeah. So we're going to be shifting. We're still going to be watching GA and seeing what the JPY pairs are going to do this next 5 and 15. But we're going to be shifting our attention to gold a little bit. Because, yeah, I've been feeling gold lately. Not like I have anything against it, but there was a time where we was consistently missing gold entries. So I'm tunneling it. I waiver, especially last month. We caught the majority of the sell to the downside last month. Sure. Yeah, so I see only buys on these indexes as of now. I see buys. 220. New 5 minute just started. All right, bam. Yeah, so I want to see these levels. I want to see all these candles close above these key levels on the indexes in gold. That's what I want to see. The AEN's pushing back up. Yeah, so we might be seeing trend reversals on the AEN as well. AD CAD looks like the downtrend might continue with AD CAD because this is obviously bearish right here, and that thing's been dropping since Tokyo session and this session, the past hour as well. So we might look for a sell AD CAD if it can break and stay underneath this resistance level here. Even though I was just saying a buy for GC, the structure on this pair is completely different. But then again, AED New Zealand is bearish as well, but it's kind of following what I don't like that stop loss. This one's a little better. Yeah, I think that's decent. Yeah, so we'll see how price reacts here. All right, so it's rejecting a little bit. Yeah, well, this is all we're doing right now. GJ's looking like trying to push back up. Yeah, so we're going to see what this next 15 looks like. But we might be entering GA buys this next candlestick. Make sure to follow me, y'all, on Instagram. Y'all should see at the bottom of y'all screen where my mouse is frantically waving. Playmaker_way. TikTok's Playmaker_way. Gonna be back posting daily on TikTok. But as y'all know, I post daily on Instagram. I post different things on both channels. Some stuff I can't post on TikTok. So I post that stuff on Instagram. And then if you want to contact me directly, you can just hit me up on Instagram. But yeah, going to wait to see what this next 15 looks like. She just reduced the price right here. Could just be a retest though, but we'll see. Out of curiosity, let me see what these other JPY pairs are up to. Because I know NJ did a decent drop. It's still trying to drop. It's got a level of traffic here. They just break below this level. So we're going to see how it reacts to that wall it's about to hit. It's doing a retest. So what we see here is kind of like what we saw. I'm talking to the members right now on the live last night with GJ. Let me see what EJ's up to. EJ is dropping back down as well. Interesting. Yeah, so we might see, I don't want to say we're going to see a trend reversal yet, but we might see a retracement down to the next level below it. We can potentially see that. But then GJ is looking like it's going to try to break through. But that just could be GBP pairs because around 4 o'clock, the GBP pairs do like to pump. Whether that's up or down, they usually like to get a little pump around 4 or 5 o'clock. Yeah, because it's literally just the GBP pairs doing that. All the other JPY pairs look like they're dropping to the downside. Yeah. Yeah, but these are the pairs I'm going to be tunnel visioning on. It's going to be GA. I'm going to be looking at GJ still. I'm going to be looking at CJ still. And of course, gold and the indexes. Gold just rejected below this level right before the new candlestick. So we might have to hold off on an entry. Let's see if the indexes did the same. NAS is still above that level. Still green candles. I want to see if we can break back above. Yeah, CJ is dropping. Yeah, so we might be seeing the JPY pairs drop a little bit. I want to pay attention to these pairs right here. So yeah, I'm gonna have this on this screen. That's a nice sign right there. Nice retest right there. I like that rejection wick right there. Yeah, I like this right here. Yeah, I'm gonna enter GA. Yeah, I'm in GA right now. But I posted TPs. Of course, you don't see what I see. You don't have to enter. But I'm personally jumping in on this. It is Monday though, so keep in mind it is Monday. So right before New York, we could possibly see what you call it, reversals in the market. All right. All right, just type the TPs in the chat. So I'm going to see if we can catch some pips. So we're going to let that run. I want to see what these pairs are up to. All right, so I like how NAS and SPX are looking. Gold, not so much right now. Let's look at CJ. CJ's dropping down. GJ's still kind of ranging. Yeah, so we might be seeing those reverse to the downside. Looks like EN's still trying to push up. Not going to be messing with EN anytime soon, though. Maybe after it breaks that level. But for now, we're not going to mess with that. $80 CAD just broke below this level as well. So we might pay attention to $80 CAD as well. It's a decent stop loss. Yeah, so we're going to pay attention to that. $80 CAD, we're going to wait at least the next 5 minutes. Nice drop down, nice retest after hitting this level. Nice break below the level. Oh, we just hit TP1. So hit that like button, y'all. 7870. It took a little while, but I'm making some money now. And realistically, it just took about an hour before we entered the trade, which isn't even that crazy. We're gonna still wait on these indexes though. They don't look ready yet. They're getting there though, and we're still gonna wait on gold. I would like to enter right here because we enter here, and price continues to try to push up. We have a higher chance of just bullish momentum and the uptrend continuing, and that's just easy trading, to be honest. That's also why I want that to do that, because it'll just make life easier, decision wise and trading wise, to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna leave the New Zealand pairs alone for now. Could have probably went for a buy, but not really was interested in a buy. Not yet, at least. Maybe if it pierces the next level, I'll go for a buy. Yeah, maybe if it pierces this level up here, I'll go for a buy. Your AD still flying up. And then, of course, GA is pumping up as well. It's a strong candlestick right there. Yep, I don't think I'm going to enter anything else as of now. Of course, that can change if gold or the indexes show that they would like me to enter. But for now, we're just going to be chilling. Missed a good entry on NJ, but it happens. I had that alert, unless this is an old alert, because it definitely broke through this and the alert didn't go off. So this must have, okay, it doesn't even show. So this was an old alert. So why does it still show the clock when the alert's dead? They should change that, because that kind of threw me off. But at least I know that now. But if I had that alert, wouldn't have missed that entry, but it's all good. At least I know for now, for future reference, that the clock doesn't really mean anything. Yeah, but we're just going to chill and let that trade do its thing. Going to be on the charts still, but we're just going to chill for now, let the charts do their thing. Mainly want to focus on the indexes and gold, to be honest. I'm still going to be periodically every 30 minutes, every hour, looking at these other currency pairs. But I really feel like we can get some very clean setups on golden indexes if we don't miss those entries. Like I said, the New Zealand pairs, it look like they're about to continue the bullish momentum. Could have entered a buy off this level realistically. But for extra high probability setup, I'm gonna wait for price to hit this next level. And if it can treat that as a support, then I'll look for a buy there. And that's pretty much it. The JPY pairs look like they might be retracing to the downside, but we won't know for sure until these next couple hours, because they've literally just been ranging. Except NJ kind of took off the last couple 15-minute candlesticks. But besides those, the other pairs, the main JPY pairs we look at, kind of just been ranging. But it is rejecting this level, but it could always pick up, which it looks like it's trying to right now. And then realistically, let's say I enter this trade, hasn't hit my stop loss yet. So I'm still looking for buys, possibly on CJ if it can break above that level, as I keep hitting the wrong time frame. There we go. So we're going to see if we can break through that level. If not, I'll determine later what the analysis will be. But for now, we're just going to let these other pairs do their things and then see how the rest of London plays out, and then what New York looks like. And then we're going to go from there. But gold is pushing back up. So like I said, I am looking to enter gold and the indexes for sure. Not against that at all. All right, y'all. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that bell. That way you're notified every time I post a video and or go live. Pretty slow Monday, but it happens. Going to see how things pick up going into New York. Yeah, there's no news going on today besides Canada at 10 o'clock a.m. EST. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, and we have EJ respecting his level still, so we can potentially see the bullish momentum on CJ, GJ, and EJ continue a bit different, but 8 times out of 10, they end up following GJ and EJ. But EJ, CJ, and GJ have some bullish momentum still, but they are at sensitive levels where if they reject those levels, we can see potentially, at least for now, short-term sells. I'm not going to really say long-term sells yet because it's still got a level or two to break before I'm like, okay, we could see possibly a downtrend. But yeah, gold just broke back above this level. So yeah, we're going to be just paying attention to gold. NAS is looking nice as well. So I'm going to pay attention to gold. Like I said, I went over the levels, but this might be a members only play if I do jump in on this, because simply just because we haven't really entered any trades yet. But I'm going to see y'all on tomorrow's stream, same time, 3 a.m. EST.